All right, I think we're coming back here. There. No, it's not the cats. There we go. Yeah, I gotta call Spectrum today, man. The internet has been acting so weird. There we go. Somebody asked if people on Steel Toe bug me. No, not at all. There we go. I think we got it all fixed. Booyah. Who do I got in TNF? Shit. Who is it? Titans Packers, right? Ooh, shit. What is the line on that? All right, let's take a look quick. Vegas odds, Packers, Titans. Spread is -3. Where is it? Is it in Lambeau? I mean, so the easy pick is so 3 points is, I don't know, Packers coming off that win with it, possibly turn their season around. Yeah. They also get Randall Cobb back today, right? Is it, do we know if it's in Lambeau? It didn't say in that article. Packers will host Tennessee. So it's in Lambeau. 3 points in Lambeau. I hate to say it, but I kind of feel like Green Bay. The corpse of Randall Cobb. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter if it's the corpse of Randall Cobb. As long as he can catch footballs, they don't give a fuck. They need people, but I mean, the Packers need to run the fucking ball. That's what they need to do. They need to run the fucking ball. But that Titan defense is really, really good. But it's a pick'em game, though, because if the Packers are getting 3 points And they're playing in Lambeau. 3 points is home field advantage. I mean, that's just a straight pick 'em. God. What is the record? What are the Titans records? Hold on, let me look at the standings real quick. I'll tell you. Titans are 6-3, but their division is kind of trash. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers, man. The Packers need it more. I hope I'm wrong. Fuck the Pack forever, right? But I hope I'm wrong. Titans lost by 3 to the Chiefs last week. So I have this as their bounce back. Yeah, I mean, it's true, but like this far in the year, it's very weird. One of the things that you always have to take into account with betting lines is who needs it more, right? That's why like the Vikings against the Cowboys, that's a dangerous game because the Cowboys have to win. The Vikings, like, they don't. They're hot. Packers are 3-2 at home this year. Fun stat for you. The Vikings are the only team that's perfect at home this year. The Eagles are perfect away. Even the Eagles know Philadelphia sucks. They're better when they're not there. And the Raiders are 0-5 on the road. They haven't won a road game yet. Ouch. Oof. So are the Panthers. Gross. Gross. The Texans haven't won a home game? Oof. One of 3 games I'm rooting for the Vikings. I mean, whatever. You turncoat. Nobody cares. I love the Vikings and any other team that play the Packers. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I might pick the Packers to win, but I'll be rooting. Like I will be happy if I miss that pick. If the Pack has to play Tampa, who would win? It depends on where it is, but I mean, I don't know. Tampa's hard. Like you Tampa fans, you love to get mad at your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but like Tampa's like at 5-5, you're right where you want to be. You're at top of your division. You got through October, which is statistically Tom Brady's worst month of football. You're in November, which is statistically his best month of football. But the real interesting thing is that if you guys make the playoffs, which it looks like you will, you're going to be facing Kirk Cousins, 1 playoff win. Jalen Hurts, 0 playoff wins. Geno Smith, 0 playoff wins and a loss against Brady. And then Garoppolo, who's like, I love Garoppolo. I love the Niners, but Garoppolo is probably the least threatening part of that. And I don't think the Giants quarterback has any with either. Oh, shit. Here comes the odds. So, like, the actual path for Brady to go to a Super Bowl is pretty easy if you're just going QB on QB matchup. Geno, baby. Yeah, hey. Curtis, we've already talked about this, man. How dare I ever underestimate Geno Smith? I honestly think, though, Geno Smith, like, I think his season this year is more a compliment to Pete Carroll as a coach. I mean, Pete Carroll's putting together a very decent playoff team in what should have been a fucking rebuilding year. But I think you're nuts if you think they're going to win the division. I think you guys will still get into the playoffs, though. I think you guys are going to get in as a wild card. But I think I think if you're paying any kind of attention, you should be fucking absolutely terrified of the 49ers. The 49ers are finally healthy. They have all their people back in for the first time ever, and they just added what? So they have McCaffrey, right? McCaffrey's in there, and then they got Eli Mitchell back. They got 3 of their all-pro defensive guys. Like, it's gonna be gross. And that, like, last week was the first game that the Niners have played all season with their entire squad. Technically not, because remember, Trey Lance was their starting quarterback. I think a cool username would be Ding Dong Bong. Well, then you should register it. Hey guys, I'm here just to swat pitches. Oh shit, if I get swatted? Yeah, Niners are real scary. Like, it's whew. The Seahawks. You guys have a pretty easy schedule though, don't you? On the, like, I mean, obviously you've got in conference, but like you have like the Panthers and the Raiders or some shit, right? Where's the Seahawks? Yeah, this week you have the Raiders. That should be a win. Rams should be a win. The Rams are a fucking like garbage pile. Panthers 1, 2. So you have 3 wins. Like, you guys should be able to rattle off real quick. And then Niners come to you, which is nice, but Niners do pretty good against you in the regular season. You have to go to Arrowhead. That sucks. Play the Jets. That's going to be tough. And play the Rams. So, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of your next 7 should be pretty winnable. Oh, you have the bye this week. Okay. Was I looking ahead? Oh, yeah. Okay. You're right. That's November 27th. Okay. But yeah, you guys got some dumpster. I mean, can't wake up to it. Like, the Raiders, you guys should be able to fucking cream. And like, I'm telling you, the Rams look like such a pile of shit, and they don't have any first round picks. Eee. The Vikings are doing so good this year. That means we're going to lose the Lions. The Lions are a good team. Don't sleep on the Lions this year, man. And the Vikings aren't really doing that good. Everybody gets mad when I tell them that. Like, yes, the win-loss record is great. And if all you're looking for in football is to have a good standings when you go into the playoffs, that's great. But most teams that start out real good in the standings don't end up winning at all. And the Vikings are winning despite giving their opponents every opportunity to kill them. I mean, did we, like, let's be honest. Did we win that game in Buffalo, or did Buffalo give it to us? Did Buffalo fumble and give us a touchdown in their end zone? Did Buffalo give 2 fucking crazy picks? Now, we're a good team that had to capitalize on it. That's great. But I think, like, I don't know. I watch all my friends who are super Viking fans, and I love the Vikings too. Like, they're great. I love the Vikings. But I think we have to, like, pump the brakes on this shit. Like, you know, you hear Aaron talk like fucking Kirk Cousins is an MVP. Again, last week, you look at that game against Buffalo. The dude had 2 interceptions, but he should have had 5. I mean, that dude, the one pick he threw, like, was just like, there was nobody around. It was wide open. And then he just sailed him. And that Jefferson catch that we will all be hailing as one of the greatest catches we've ever seen. Go back and watch that replay. Kurt sailed that ball directly into the hands of the DB. If that DB knew what it was doing and batted it down, we lose that game. But he threw an interception that Jefferson just willed into one of the best completions I've ever seen in my life. And that doesn't, like, none of that makes me super confident going into a playoff situation, especially when there's questions about how our quarterback plays during prime time, right? Our kicker let them in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I get he missed an extra point, but he also sealed the deal with the fucking field goal. I don't think you can blame the kicker when we had 3 inches and 4th and inches on the goal line and couldn't score. You can't put that on the kicker. You just can't. I know, right? He thought Darius Slay was wearing a fucking Viking jersey. It was crazy. And that's what worries me the most, right? They're putting Jefferson's gloves from that catch in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and the armbands, right? Buffalo should have taken a safety instead of fumbling them. Well, they didn't mean to fumble. Like, that's stupid. They should. I mean, what happened was Allen dropped the snap from center. So even if he was trying to take a knee, like, he very well might have been taking a knee. We have no idea. They fumbled the snap. Like, so it doesn't matter. Like, even if he was trying to do that. And I will say this about the Viking team, you know, this is where I was wrong, is that's where this coach has this team in a spot where they believe they can win all the time. That's something Zim just didn't have. The Zimmer team of last year would not have won that Buffalo game. Not because the offense would have been worse, yada, yada, any of that shit, but because when they came out to snap that ball, when that fumble happened, they wouldn't have been just like blitzing in. Like the thing about that play with Josh Allen is like, yeah, he fumbled it, sure. But our defensive line and our defense was going at that play hard as fuck, really believing they could win that game. And at that point, I think like I watched, there was a hilarious like odds of winning graph. I forget what show it was on. I think it was on First Take First or some shit like that. One of the sports commentary shows I watched. And they had this graph of like statistical chances to win. And when they were snapping the ball in the end zone, the Vikings had a 0.5% chance of winning that game. Down by a touchdown, seconds remaining, they're in their end zone. But the moment they snapped it, the Vikings just went after it. And that's something cool. What are the matchups this week? So week 10, week 11? Week 11. Eagles got the Colts. Browns and Bills. That's going to be a crazy game. Bears and Falcons. Bears and Falcons is interesting because I think whoever loses that game is mathematically out of the playoffs, right? Ooh, Jets Patriots. That should be a good game. Rams Saints. Commanders Texans. Dude, the Commanders Texans game. Dude, the Washington Commanders are very quietly pulling together a crazy ass streak. I mean, I know everybody's talking about them now because they beat the Eagles, but like, man, they are doing something crazy. What is their streak now? I mean, like they've won, it's like 4 of their last 5 games and the Vikings are the ones that beat them. Yeah, so they lost to the Jaguars, they lost to the Lions, they lost to the Eagles, they lost to the Cowboys, they lost to the Titans. And then, yeah, starting here, they beat the Bears, they beat the Packers, they beat the Colts, they almost beat the Vikings, and then they beat the Eagles. So after like an 0-4 start, they're now fucking 4-1 in their last 5 games to get them to 500. Browns Bills expecting 32 inches of snow. Well, you know, if that's the case, I got to go with Browns then. Because the Bills don't run the fucking ball. That's the problem. The Bills can't, like, they just don't. Bills literally didn't see much difference in the schemes from past year. I see the players actually making plays and playing harder. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Labglass. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that I think that and that's where I'm finally on board with like, all right, getting rid of Zim was the right choice. Because my fear was we were getting rid of Zim because last year we had like 6 games that we lost on coin flips. If we win those coin flips, we're sitting in the exact same position that we're sitting in this year where everybody's saying, oh, we're a Super Bowl team, we're this, we're that, blah, 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 right? But the like actual culture of the team, you know, you see the like, you know, when they're dancing on the plane, putting ice on Kurt and stuff like this team is bonding together in a way they just didn't under Zim. And I don't know if that's just the younger players didn't respond to his authoritarianism, but like this guy is a good coach. And also the time management. There's not moments this year where I've seen the clock. Like, I think there's been one, but for the most part, the time management is great. Vikings had Kurt running more than he did under Zimmer. No, that's not true. The Vikings don't have Kurt running. Kurt does naked bootlegs, and if the option is to run, it is. The reason why you're seeing Kurt run more is because they have more weapons and they're doing more offensive schemes. So instead of keeping everybody shallow, they're putting everybody deep. And then especially with the addition of Hawkinson, because now they have to watch for Dalvin Cook on an out route. They have to worry about Hawkinson in the flat. They have to worry about Thielen in the slot, and then they have to cover Jefferson. So you're saying Jefferson probably gets mandatory double, maybe even triple coverage at this point. Hawkinson is probably getting double coverage. Thielen is probably getting single coverage, and then they have to keep a spy back for Dalvin Cook. What that means is that on every bootleg, when Cousins rolls around for a naked bootleg, there's much more open field to him to run should he need to. They're not calling those plays. It's not like they're calling designed running plays for Kurt. That's not happening. I look at the Eagles' loss as a good one. Good loss. Ball bounced off his hands. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there is a thing as a good loss, but I do think when you're undefeated, that's a lot of pressure. And now that O is gone, I think that the Eagles can just get back to playing good football, right? 3 feet of snow in Buffalo would be sweet, though. I love snow games. I made good money on that Commanders-Eagle game. Yeah, so did I. They covered the spread. If the Bills lose to the Browns, though, that's three straight losses. For Buffalo, I don't see that happening. I do see that happening. Go back and look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen is pretty overrated, right? The thing about Josh Allen is that he usually collapses on the end. And then you also have the, like, what is it called? The, like, fucking arrowhead effect. Where it's like the Titans, what is it? The Titans came in. What is it? The Texans come into Arrowhead. And then the next year, their quarterback, like, quits on him, right? He's fucking gone. And then Buffalo's having a shamble year so far. From whatever, I mean, everybody picked Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl this year, right? Now we're talking about them maybe losing 3 games in a row. And I forget who the other one is, but like the last 3-4 years, you can go back to the division. Cincinnati, that's who it is. Cincinnati is like kind of like crumbling around and coming back. So, Corey, the Rams missed Kevin is what I see. Kevin wasn't calling plays there, though. That's the thing that's interesting. But maybe, I mean, I don't think that's what the Rams, I mean, Kupp is injured. Like, everybody's injured and they're old, and they mortgaged their future for that Super Bowl. And I hope it was worth it because they don't have a first round pick this year. Who's Kurt? Like, whatever. Surely need to do that, I guess. Whatever. Mr. Cousins, would you prefer that, Mikey? I woke up this morning with a pain in my groin. Pretty sure it's testicular torsion. Every time I walk, it feels like I'm getting flicked in the nuts. Well, you should go for more walks then. You deserve that. It's what you deserve, Ryan. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash for notifications. Let's go take a look over at Rumble. What up, Rumble? Still got the 2 people watching on Rumble. What up? Rumble it up. Saints losing makes Philly better. Does it? I mean, I don't know. Does Philly care about the Saints? Or are you just like watching the Saints lose? I feel like Philly doesn't give a shit about the Saints, right? Like, if you're the Eagles, the only team you should really be watching out for is the Giants, because now that you have 1 loss, you lose another one, and the Giants are right there, maybe even plucking you away from the division. Although, honestly, if you look at your record, you're 4-1 at home and you're 4-0 away. Maybe you want to go on the road for the playoffs. We have their first round pick. Oh, okay. Gross. That's gross. I just noticed Ryan the Garbage Man has me blocked. Does he? I don't think he does. I don't even think he knows how to block people. Shout out to Leprechaun Blood. I see you. I see you there with your hilarious pictures. It's kind of why I was hoping the Detroit Lions would suck more, Kong, because we have some of their picks. I think Washington loss was good for my team. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there's such a thing as a good loss, but I do think that that's kind of like cliche aside, I do think that's a good loss. I think there's a lot of tension on a football team when you're undefeated. I really do. Hawks have Denver's first and second round picks. Jesus. Oh, for fucking Russell? Oh my God, that sucks. I mean, that's awesome for the Hawks. Like, I'm glad for your team, Curtis, but that fucking sucks. Personally, I hate undefeated time. I do too, but I think there's just a lot of pressure. You know, I think it is, right? All right, here we go. We're undefeated. Oh, and whatever, baby. We're gonna head over to Twitch for some Twitch talk. We got all kinds of stuff. I have something that I came across. It's gonna make you guys so fucking angry. Oh my God, it made me so mad. I can't even talk about it here. That's how mad I am. If you want to get angry in the best possible way, make sure you go to twitch.tv/CoreyAdamComedy. Later. Come on over, Trump. I think you are also gonna get real pissed. Trump, I want you to come over to Twitch Talk specifically. You are gonna fucking have kittens over this. You're gonna get so pissed. Ugh, it's making me so mad just even thinking about it. All right, you know what? Fuck this. We're going over there. Good day to head into the woods. No cell service. Oh yeah, all right. Well, any day that you head into the woods is a good day because we don't have to deal with you. Prick. All right. Twitch.tv/CoreyAdamComedy. Twitch Talk starts